Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Dylby here, and welcome back to another video here on my channel. And today, guys, we are going to be actually talking about World War II multiplayer and all of the maps inside World War II multiplayer. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be ranking each multiplayer map from worst to best. Now, there only is 9 maps inside COD World War II multiplayer, and to be honest, there is no map inside World War II that actually stands out as a good map. I think a lot of the maps inside World War II are decent maps, and there's obviously some maps that, in my opinion, are just terrible, but there's no map that is actually, like, in my opinion, a great map. So I do think the maps in World War II are kind of weak. I've said it before in the past, there are some maps that are terrible, some maps that are decent, but there's no maps that are actually really good. But in this video, we are going to be ranking each of the 9 maps from worst to best. Before I get started with the video, if you guys are wondering what is behind me, all these white stuff here, these are tires. I have no idea really where to put them. Anyways, let's just jump right into the video here. So this is going to be all Call of Duty World War II multiplayer maps ranked from worst to best. So coming in at the worst map in all of Call of Duty World War II, in my opinion, this map has to be a map that I cannot really pronounce, okay? A lot of these maps are sort of hard to pronounce. This is Pointe du Hoc. Pointe du Hoc. I don't know how to really pronounce it, but basically this is a map that we all saw in the beta. In the beta, wasn't a big fan of it, and in the full game, not a big fan of it. I mean, this map basically takes place in D-Day, I'm pretty sure. It's the D-Day landing site. Basically, I do not like the middle of this map whatsoever. Basically, the whole entire map is a bunch of trenches, which I don't really like because there's going to be a lot of times where you're going to get hit and shot from behind. You're going to get killed from behind, which sucks, obviously. So you're going to get shot from behind a lot, at least based off my experiences when I play this map. The majority of my deaths within this map come from getting shot from behind. Because if I'm in the middle of the map and I'm in the trenches, chances are someone is going to be behind me and they're going to kill me. Now, there's going to be times, obviously, where I'm behind somebody and I get an easy kill. But in my opinion, this map doesn't have a lot of 1v1 battles, which I don't really like because I like the challenge. I don't see a lot of 1v1 battles within this map. When I play it, pretty much all I see is people getting shot from behind, which obviously sucks. This whole map is a bunch of trenches and bunkers. Overall, not a big fan of this map. This map, in my opinion, is definitely the worst map on Call of Duty World War II. Moving on to the second worst map of all time, we have Gustav Cannon. Now, some people say that this map is the worst map in Call of Duty history. Now, I do not agree with that statement. I do think there's a lot of other maps in previous CODs that are definitely worse than Gustav Cannon. Don't get me wrong, this map is terrible. I hate it. I don't like playing it, but it's definitely not the worst map of all time. I mean, there's a lot of other maps within previous CODs that are definitely worse, but this map is just not good. I find this map way too wide open, which I don't like. You know, I can be running anywhere within this map, and there's a good chance that I can get sniped, which is obviously not good. Overall, this map just isn't good. The layout, I don't like the layout at all as well. A lot of snipers, a lot of things going on. It's just overall not a great map. If you're playing free-for-all on Gustav Cannon, there's a good chance that you're going to get the time limit instead of the score limit. You're probably not going to get 30 kills because this map is so big, and it actually is kind of hard to get 30 kills within the time limit in free-for-all. So if you're playing free-for-all, there's a good chance that 30 kills will not happen, unfortunately. So this is not really the best map on free-for-all, and overall in all the other game modes as well, this map just isn't a map that I want to play. Overall, I think this map is bad, and it's definitely deserving of this spot. So moving on now, we have another map that I can't pronounce, and this is Aachen. I don't even know. Like, this one's probably the hardest map to pronounce. Basically, this is a map that is, you know, located on the streets, and basically this map is a long-range and close-range map. Like, there's some parts of this map where you can get picked off from across the map, but there's also some spots that, you know, are good for close-range warfare as well. But overall, I just don't like this map. This map, in my opinion, is probably the worst map to play on Search and Destroy. I mean, it's just awful. You know, you start off in Search, you're running, and you can get picked off right away, and you're gone. It's just overall not a great map to play on Search. Similar to all the other game modes as well. It's just so bad. I mean, like, you can get sniped, or you can get shot right away from, like, close range. Just overall, I just don't like this map. This map is definitely a map that when I see in pregame lobby, I do not vote for it. I always vote for skip it, and if it actually comes up, I do leave a lot, because this map is just a big piss off. I mean, I don't like getting sniped 24/7. I don't like getting shot 24/7. It is actually sometimes difficult to go positive on this map, because there's so many snipers on the sides of the map, and if you run through the middle, if you run through the street, you're dead. In my opinion, this map is just overall a big death trap, and I just don't like it. Moving on, we have Sainte Marie de Mont. Now, this is a little French town. Very close quarters. This map is a lot of close warfare, which, in my opinion, I like. I like it better than long range for sure. But this map isn't a terrible map. Like, it's a decent map, but there's a lot of other maps on this game that are much better in my opinion. So that's why it's super high on this list. But like I said before, this map isn't a terrible map, but it's definitely not a map that I'm going to vote for. You know, I can go into this map having, you know, a good game or a bad game. It just depends on the day. This map, like I said before, it's not terrible, but there are much better maps on World War II than this. Moving on now, we have Flak Tower. Now, this is a map that I will vote for if I see it, because I like this map. Basically, it's close range, end-to-end. There isn't really a spot in this map that is good for long-range warfare. This whole entire map is close range, which I like. Not a lot of snipers. Obviously, it depends which lobby you're in, but for the most part, there's not a lot of snipers, and if there are snipers in Flak Tower, they're easy to pick off. So this map is definitely not good for snipers. So if you're sniping, you know, don't play Flak Tower because it's not the map for you. I'm not a big fan of sniping. I'm not good at sniping, so this is definitely a map that I like to play. Flak Tower is great for SMGs, like I said before, close range, and I can go into this map, whether I'm playing TDM, free-for-all, search, whatever, and usually have good games. I like this map, and it's definitely one of the best on World War II. It's a decent map, and I like playing it. I usually vote for it in pregame lobby. Overall, I like playing this map. Moving on, we have London Docks. Now, this is a mid-range to long-range map. But I still like it. A lot of combat. It's not a boring map. Like there can be guys anywhere, whether you're playing TDM free for all. There can be guys in your spawn. There can be guys anywhere. Like, I play domination a lot on this map, and let's say I'm spawning at C. I spawn and there's a guy right in my spawn as soon as I spawn. Now that could be obviously good and bad. You can get a kill right away, or you can die right as you spawn, which obviously sucks. But this is just a fun map, and it's, you know, whether I'm having a bad match on this map or a good match on this map, overall I just love playing this map because it's fun. This is definitely one of the best maps on World War II. Overall, a great map. Now, it's not close range, and I'm not a big fan of long range, but this is a fun map to play, and I just like this map, and it's definitely deserving of this spot. Moving on to the top 3, so coming in at the number 3 spot, we have another map that I can't really pronounce. This is Ardennes Forest. Basically the snowy forest map on this game, the map we all know and love. Now, in my opinion, this is one of the best maps for search. I love playing this map on search. I think it's great. If you're sniping, if you're using SMGs, assault rifles, whatever you're using, this map is for you. Whether I'm playing Dom, search, whatever, I do like this map. I do think it's one of the best for search, but any game mode, this map is fun. It's entertaining. It's very fast-paced. Sort of close to mid, but you can, like I said before, you can also snipe. It's a good map for sniping. Whatever gun you want to use, this map's good. Fast-paced, entertaining. When I play this, I usually have good matches on this map when I'm playing it for the most part. So overall, I do like this map, and I do think it's one of the best maps on this game. Moving on to the number 2 spot, we have Gibraltar, whatever that's called. Basically, it's the map that we saw in the beta. It's the map you're seeing on screen right now. Now, this map, in the beta, I wasn't a big fan. Like, when I was playing the beta, I was not a big fan of this map whatsoever, but when the game came out, I actually liked it. Like, the more I played this map, I got used to it, and I actually liked it. I have decent games on this map. Now, this is a map that is easy to flank people. So if you're playing this map, watch your flanks, because there's a good chance that you're going to get flanked. But if you watch your flanks, obviously you should be fine. So overall, this map, if you know the map inside out, you know all the areas where you can go, you should be fine on this map. This is a map that I can go into and have decent games on. Overall, this map is definitely deserving of the number 2 spot. So moving on now to the number 1 spot. So coming in at the best map in Call of Duty World War II, it has to go to USS Texas. Now, this is a map that I just love. Now, there's a lot of snipers in this map, which usually I'm not a fan of, but it's just such a fun map. And if you're playing custom games, if you guys are into all this 1v1 shit, this is probably the map you're going to go to, because it's the smallest map, and it's a great map for quickscoping. For search and destroy, I find this map probably the best map for search. I mean, it's just so entertaining. You know, you can snipe. Obviously, if you're sniping, chances are you'll be going on both sides of the map. If you're not sniping in this map, and you just want to, if you're playing the map or whatever, and you're not sniping, do not go on the sides, because you're most likely going to get picked off by a sniper. But if you're sniping, the sides is definitely where you want to go. This map is entertaining. Doesn't matter what game you're playing, but custom games, this is probably the best map. Like I said before, if you guys are these 1v1 guys, or you're just playing with your buddies, this is definitely a map you're going to want to go to for custom games. Great for quickscoping. Overall, this map is definitely deserving the number 1 spot in my opinion. Definitely the best map on Call of Duty World War II. This is a map that I rarely see on a lot of game modes. Like, when I'm playing Domination, I don't see it. When I'm playing Hardpoint, I don't really see it. I usually only see this on free-for-all and search, but this map is just such a fast-paced map. A lot of kills, a lot of action going on, which is really good. Obviously, this map is definitely the best on World War II. So that's going to be it for the video, guys. Now, this is just my opinion, so if you guys disagree with my list here, don't be disliking and writing, hurtful things in the comments. Don't be doing that. No point in that. But I want to hear your guys' list. I want to hear your maps ranked worst to best, and I want to know what you guys think of my list. But anyways, guys, that's been it for the video. I'm Dylby, and I will see you guys in the next one.